Okay. Welcome back to the MP podcast, um, which I'm very excited for. I I keep taking breaks, and I take the breaks because I want to be able to give you my best. Even though I know you can't give your best at all times, but I want to be able to give you my best, and I think we needed to upgrade. We needed to upgrade. So I found the perfect content studio. Um, Also run by a female, which we love. And another big reason why I decided not to film in my home anymore, because I've been filming in my humble abodes for the past few years. I decided to stop doing that because some of y'all are creepy, and some of y'all were saying some creepy stuff about me, like filming in my bed. And I said, oh, we're gonna stop that. We're gonna halt right there. And so we halted. And I was like, okay, I have to go find a space that won't, you know, I was just creeped out. So took some time, did my research, and now we're here. And the space is lovely. And it'll also help me kind of like detach and not be in my room all the time. And so I'm really excited about this new start. And I was like, I'll wait until the next year to start filming in a new space and, you know, really feed into all the creeps. And then I was like, actually, we're not going to feed into the creeps. We're going to keep recording and creating this safe space for people. And I'm just going to figure it out from there. So instead of halting, you know, business as usual for the next 3 months and starting in January 2026, we're going to start now. And we started now. And we made it happen because that's what we do. Okay? So, with that being said, that kind of leads into my episode of this week of being thankful and being grateful in this year of 2025, because this year started off rough. This year started off terrible, actually. This year started off so bad. I went into hiding for 3 months. And I wasn't doing anything. I didn't care to do anything. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want people. I lost a lot of people because I was like, wait, actually, this is not working for me. Our friendship, our professional relationship, all of that wasn't working for me. And it was hard. It was definitely hard. And I got COVID. How do you get COVID still? I got COVID. I was down and out. Like, I had COVID bad. And I already have asthma and I can't breathe. So, like, it really was not good for me. But it's okay. We're at the tail end of 2025. And I do have to say, I have a lot to be thankful for and grateful for, because I grew a lot this year. And I think I also found a lot of peace, which is, if you know everything that happened, because I'm not ready to talk about it just yet. Maybe in the next episode I film, I'll be ready to talk about it. But at this point in time, at what time is it? 11:12 a.m. I am not ready to talk about it. And I found a lot of peace within myself. I grew in my faith. So that's the number one thing I'm thankful for. I did grow in my faith this year, and understanding that I was raised by very faithful people. And I thank my grandma for that, and leading us to build our own relationships with God. And I think this year really helped me to build and grow in that relationship with God. So I am very much thankful for that. And I think as a believer and a follower of Jesus, I do think you have to be able to build that relationship yourself. I think a lot of us kind of just follow because our parents or whatever, but I think you have to be able to build it yourself and understand that everyone's relationship with God is different. Very different. One, because he has us going through different trials and tribulations. He has us living different lives. And so we're all going to meet him, and he's all going to find us in different places. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, it's all love. And that's something that I think is very important for all of us to note, that Jesus is about love. And that is what I found this year. It is not about making you feel bad about all the terrible things you've done, or making you feel like you can't go anywhere because you don't have a strong faith. But he's all about finding you where you're at and then helping you grow from there and walking with you there. And so, one, very, very much thankful to find my faith. Two, very much thankful to kind of release this hold that I had on finding, you know what, actually, let's scratch that. Two is that I promised myself I wouldn't settle. I think a lot of us, especially as girls, we're thinking, oh, we just have to accept what we find in a man, accept what he is, and there's nothing better out there for us. I think coming to find a man where he is and realizing that he's not going to change, and then realizing, oh, I'm not going to settle for a man that's not going to change, is where you need to be. And I think for the longest time I was like, oh, they're going to change, they're going to change, they're going to change, they're going to be better, this, and that. They're not. They're fine with who they are. That's the thing, they're fine with who they are, and I'm happy that you're fine with who you are. I'm not, though, and I don't want that in my life, and I don't want that interaction in my life. And so I'm not going to let myself be held down because you're letting yourself be held down. So like this year, I really came to that light bulb moment of, I don't need to stay in this. Just because I love someone, just because I care about someone, doesn't mean I need to stay in the friendship or the relationship or make them, allow them to drain me. Because I have enough in my life that's draining me that does not include them. And that's just living everyday life. So I was very, 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 very thankful. Mind you, I did come to this realization about, I want to say 2 months ago. But it happened. So it's good. And number 3, I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. But I think I'm finding myself again. I think we're coming back to the Moraya who's ready to work her tuchus off. And not only that, but just be excited about life again and want to go out and do things and be a part of something that's bigger than her and create something that's bigger than her. And it's exciting. I think she's peeping out a little bit. She's working on it. She's coming though. And it's making me excited for the future and what 2026 is going to bring. I guess number 4 is the opportunities I did get from not giving up this year and finding my faith and not letting myself settle. Within the past month, doors have opened, and I praise God for that. Doors have opened, and it's definitely not because of me. And I'm seeing a future for myself that little Moraya is very proud of. And little Moraya, all I'm going to say is I don't think I saw myself here. I definitely, oh no, I can't be crying, but younger me did not see myself here. And being in a place where it's all, first of all, it's all God, but second of all, it has been the hard work that has gone along with my faith in God that's gotten me here in a state where I have no family, I didn't have any friends, and little Moraya would never have thought we would be here. First of all, I'm not sure I thought I was going to be alive right now. But I am so thankful that I am. And I can't wait to see where we continue to go. And 2025 was slow for me. Slower than I thought it was going to be. But I think I needed to slow down and take a step and be like, okay, God, please just reform my heart, reform my mind, so that in 2026, let alone the end of 2025, but 2026, we're heading into this like, yes, let's go full force, let's build something, let's build a team, and let's keep going. So I'm excited. And I'm sure a lot of other people have gone through this as well, and so I want you to know you are not alone. I feel like 2025 was like a year of what is going on, and if you felt that way, you were not alone, I promise you, and it's all going to work out, and it's all going to be great, and I can't wait to see where this goes and see where it all goes for everybody else. Like, I want to hear how 2025 was for you and what you're excited for in 2026. But yeah, I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving and spend it with whomever you love, family, friends, spouses, all of that. Spend it with who you love and remind yourself of why you are so thankful to still be alive. And I'll see y'all next week. As always, keep thriving.